So it's me, and today I'm so hyped up for this video because this is my first video on the Science Studio. So today we're going to focus on the mouth and the parts of the mouth and many things about the mouth. So when I talk about the mouth, I talk about the mouth in the digestive system and human body systems. So let me just give you a brief overview of what is the digestive system. So the digestive system is an organ system that consists of the gastrointestinal tract, more commonly known as the digestive tract. So its main function is to break down foods into nutrients and energy that can be absorbed into bloodstream for use. So today I'm just going to talk about the mouth, and first things first, I'm just talking about some other names for the mouth. So as I mentioned, I'm going to talk about some other names of the mouth, and now I'm just going to talk about the other names of the mouth. So except for the mouth is also known as the oral cavity or the buccal cavity. So now on to sections of the mouth. So there's two sections, the vestibule and the oral cavity proper. So parts of the mouth. So for the parts of the mouth, there's the lips, the vestibule, the mouth cavities, the gums, the teeth, the hard and soft palates, tongue, and salivary glands. So now on to functions of each part of the mouth. So functions for each part of the mouth. There's a few functions for the mouth, and the first one is respiration, which is, we know, active breathing, chemical digestion, which is type of digestion, mastication, which is the act of chewing, speech, talking, which is talking, sensory, and because your tongue also acts as a fifth sense, as you taste food, and that's one of the five senses. And last but not least, swallowing. You swallow food. So now, onto types of digestion. So there's mechanical digestion, and you can see that on the top definition. So what's the definition? Let me just say it to you. You can see it. Mechanical digestion is the physical breakdown of food. And so next to chemical digestion is the breakdown of food using using enzymes and acids. So you might be wondering, what are enzymes? So enzymes are catalysts, and catalysts are a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction. So now I'm just going to talk about types of muscles in the tongue. So there's the intrinsic muscles, and also there's the extrinsic. They perform different jobs, as the intrinsic muscles is at the body of the tongue, while the extrinsic is going more inside. So they do different jobs, as extrinsic elevates and does some other jobs, does some other functions to the tongue, and then the intrinsic muscle helps shorten the size, and yeah. So now let me just talk about salivary glands in the mouth. So as I said, I'm going to talk about the glands right now. So the glands, I'm just going to talk about how much percent of saliva it releases in the mouth. So the first one, I'm just going to list them in order from most to least. The first one is submandibular glands. So it releases 70%. That's a lot. And then there's the parotid gland, which releases 25%. And then the sublingual releases 5%. And then the last one, von Ebner's gland, and that only releases a percentage of saliva even smaller than 5%. So for submandibular, parotid, and sublingual, they release something called amylase. It's a type of enzyme. And von Ebner's gland releases something called lingual lipase. So now I'm just going to move on to what is the epiglottis. So now I'm just going to talk about the epiglottis. So what is the epiglottis? The epiglottis is a tear-shaped thing at the back of your mouth that prevents food that you're chewing going through your windpipe, and that would eventually lead to sticking in the throat if the food goes into your windpipe, and blocking you from breathing. So the epiglottis does that. The epiglottis closes when you're chewing and when you're producing saliva, just in case to prevent the action, prevent food going into your windpipe. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hoped this video was very helpful to you. If it was helpful in any way, please leave a like. I really hoped you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching this, and see you guys next time.